Yeah, look at that. Look how fat I look. Look at my small ass head. This is great. What's up, everybody, man? Uh, man, this looks crazy, man. Look how fat I look. I'll hold it up like this and whatnot. I'm at the dog park right now. The dog's just kind of hanging out. It's unseasonably cool here, or whether people like to use that unseasonably. Um, we're out walking around somewhere. Fuck, here you go. Okay. So CT is not on. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I need some action. So I texted him. He hasn't gotten back to me. I don't know if he's like, I don't know what he's doing. Is he on vacation or something? But man, a day without action is not a good day at all. I need some action, man. So like, share, subscribe. This is a little afternoon thing. Cash apps are always welcome. Again, I don't make a dollar. Oh, there goes Moose right there. I don't make. Hey, baby. There go Lucy Moose. Moose, 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 Moose. I don't make a dollar from this stuff. 84, yeah, man. I mean, I wanted to see some action. Nothing going on, so I got me some overly priced coffee. It's about, I'd say it's about a hard 80 light breeze out here in Kansas City. My lady's at work and just hanging out. Man, there's so much accent on there. I'm gonna have to go and have the AI do a shorts on those, but yeah, um, coon, black baboon, something, 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 something. You know, gotta get that intro, man. It's just hard sometimes, man, because I gotta learn all the software and then put the software together and then put the trim and the cuts together and all that stuff. So fuck that. Those are excuses. I'm tired of excuses. I can't stand excuses on people. I'm getting excuses for myself. Hate that shit, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Just this little afternoon hangout. Not much going on here. You know, I would crip walk out here, but there are too many of my people in my neighborhood. So I don't know. Shit went crazy this morning. Crown, are you talking about when JP came on? My sleep schedule is all messed up. I like sleeping. I think I like sleeping like little waves or something. Cause I got up on there. I was like, what the fuck? JP is up there? JP was talking about, man, I love the government, man. He was talking about welfare benefits. Eating. That's a character right there, man. That dude. What's so funny is he can make millions off of this. I mean, a monologue. He just got up on stage and talked about life. If he would just stay out of legal trouble, stay out of legal trouble, he could really take this on the road. Yeah, JP's insights, man. Shit, I'd even fund it for him, man. It was that funny. So things going on about the show. We're moving along here at a pretty good clip. Like I said, we had 657 people. Now we're back at 492. But we keep moving in the right direction, which is nice. I really like that a lot. So things are going pretty well. It's just a matter of just tying up a few loose ends. Arts. Hello, ma'am. I'm fine. How about yourself? Good, ma'am. It is. It is a little bit beautiful dog. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. See, see, that's how you talk to people, man. You just can't be like, "Hey, yo, what up? What up, ma?" No, ma'am, and all that stuff. And, one big happy family. Moosey goose. So we got the August 9th thing. I think what's going to happen is, and don't hold me to it, There might be some street interviews, stuff like that. We may start doing. Um, you guys seem to like you guys seem to like a cross section of screwery. Uh, I think watching JP just or Cuts or any one of the guys spaz out is a whole lot better than doing some more mainstream stuff. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, distant. HOR, by the way. Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, you see guys cussing around an old lady, man. How do you cuss around an old lady, man? She can't hear that shit, man. That's fucked up, man. Oh, it's a big guy. That's all. My dog Moose is trying to scare this big dog here. That's not going to work. There goes Enzo is back up. No humping, man. All right, this is Missouri. We don't do that shit here. I think dogs wonder how the hell do we find it? How the hell do we get to know each other, man? They don't smell each other's ass. They wonder how we clean. We don't lick ourselves, or at least most people don't. Like, share, subscribe. Cash apps are always welcome. You guys are doing well, man. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for sticking with us. Just doing our thing, man. I tell you though, being a content creator, you start thinking about your channel all the fucking time. I'm not even up there most of the time. 84 and Art are, and I can't imagine how much time they think about it. It's weird. It like draws you in because every single thing you do, you're thinking about, is this going to work? And I don't want to get too bogged down in that because I want this place to be fun. I don't want it to be, thoughtful fun. The only person I'm really worried about is YouTube, you know. But you start thinking about how to clip shit, how to get this right, how to get that right. I can see how some people um, get people do it professionally. Hey, buddy, man, I love dogs, man. They're so peaceful, man. You know, they're just so dogs and airplanes, man. I'd love to have a nice beach house, have my lady, have some dogs, be close to a little airport and watch airplanes. I could do that all fucking day, man. Because aviation, man, I got to tell you, you got to find what you love to do. All right, you do. 'Cause I spend an inordinate amount of time flying, and I never go to work. There are times I don't want to go to work, but there are never times I don't want to fly. I could always go up in the air. Look how pretty that is. Look at this guy, just as happy as he can be. Hey, buddy. Hey, hey. There goes my dog, Moose, man, Moose tries to bitch out everybody, man. He's only 30 pounds. Only 30 pounds. You sit there and do nothing. You know how hard it takes to do nothing in an airplane? You know, you know how many hours of flying I had to do? How many hours of hard flying? Like, you guys think airline flying is the only type of flying really that you can relax a little bit, but most of aviation, they call it general aviation. That stuff is hard flying, man. Flying these little airplanes, no autopilot, for hundreds of hours, man, to build your time. And when I got in the late 90s, early zeros, not every airplane I flew had autopilot, not a functional one. They had something called a wing leveler, which is you fly it up, you fly it up, you level the wings, and then you turn on like a hold system and it levels the wings. There was a pitch leveler and a wing leveler. So you get the pitch right and you get the wings right. Then you turn those little things on, and then the airplane would just be held that way, and that would maintain your altitude and your speed. But it wasn't like the autopilots we have now. You. Let me tell you something, man. We can land in zero visibility essentially, and the computer does it. But I tell you something, man. You go 180 miles an hour, all right, coming out of the air at 700 foot per minute, and you don't see anything, and the computer tells you you're 50 feet above the ground. Your asshole's gonna get a little close, man. Your asshole's gonna get real close. Coming into Salt Lake City one time, man, it was so the airport just had fog right over it. It's clear above. So we were coming into the fog. We literally touched down, and the first time I knew we were on the ground, really, was I felt it. I didn't see shit. So yeah, Skywalker. Besides, if we didn't have autopilots, you know how slow aviation would be? People think, man, if people think, I'm telling you. But understandably so, you don't know about it. But autopilot is mandatory above 29,000 feet. Uh, we wouldn't be able to fly at the speeds we fly. We wouldn't be able to fly during all types of weather. Wouldn't be able to fly over the ocean. I mean, the actual flying portion, yes, is kind of automated, but there are other things that you now have to think about. You're going 8 miles a minute, man. You don't have time to sit there and wonder. So your mind needs to be moving and moving and moving and moving. I'm not ready to go yet, man. Moose, come on, I'm not ready to go yet, man. I get this walk in. Boys, come on. Where's CT at, man? I need some major league fuckery, man. Just kidding. Don't act light skin. What's up, LR? Hey, yo, shout out to LR. LR's a big supporter of the chat. LR, respect. Thanks. Uh, you send likes and you send money. I get sensitive about my job, man. Every two people call me a bus driver, glorified bus driver, which I think is funny. Some people do get mad at that, though, but I don't. Too old to care about a lot of shit, man. You might call me a name. It's like, well, whatever. It's just you stop caring. In college, we had a guy named Oscar Sistrunk. I'll never forget this. Professor Oscar Sistrunk. He was one of those professors. He was really nerdy looking. He had no hair in the middle and then like hair on the side, but it was like Bozo, like the clown. He had his pants were too short, like they came right above his ankle. He had mismatched socks. He said, first day of class, he said, "You know what? You guys laugh at me because of the way I look." He described himself. He said, "The joke is on you because I wake up in the morning, I don't give a shit. But you guys care how you look. You guys are the ones that are enslaved, not me." It's one of those statements you realize, like as a younger person, I don't know what the statement means, but let me record this for later because it may have some use. He was exactly right. I got sweatpants on, black socks, white shoes. I got this old Navy shirt I've had for probably 10 years. Fuck, I care for it, man. You know, I does what I do. I starting to get hot. Fortunately, I got to go back to Memphis tonight. I got to do some administrative stuff with my job. When you have a history of mental health issues, the FAA puts some they want people to look at you. So I got to meet with. I have my 6 month doctor checkup tomorrow. Once you get over 40, you have to see the doctor every 6 months. Under 40, it's a year. And then I got to go see my direct supervisor, who's a pilot himself, and he's gonna. I gotta sit here and talk to them. It's administrative, but I can understand. You don't want a guy flying around, man, who's sad. You can be angry, but you can't be sad in the cockpit. Thing is, with depression, man, it's like you still can function. You still can function in normal everyday life, man. Depressed people are suicidal, not homicidal. So a depressed pilot would never ever put an airplane into a ground because he would see that as suicide. You know. Nonetheless, the FAA has gotten better with it, man. In Britain and Australia, uh, they're like 20 years ahead when it comes to medical science, aviation medical science. It's amazing. The bureaucracy of the FAA, of any government agency, is amazing, man. It just, it's very reactive. It's very reactive. You just see the TSA is now coming out with you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. You don't have to take your shoes off anymore. I to uh to go through security. TSA was developed after 9/11. I guess we'll call it '03. Took them 22 years to realize that that shit probably doesn't help. That's what I'm talking about, man. Government, man. The left thinks the government is good, man. The government has its purpose, man, but it starts getting into areas where it doesn't need to be. It slows everything down. I'm telling you. The government is very adept at being reactive and very adept at causing problems. You know the mountain of paperwork I have to look through before I sign off and take an airplane. It, it is almost impossible to look through all of it, gather all that information, and be able to make decisions off of it because there's so much information. But every little fiefdom has to say, well, make sure they look at this and make sure they look at this. And again, they're getting better, but they're getting better like the 80s are going into the 90s, not 2021 going into 2025. It's fucking crazy. Test, 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 test. 84, can you come up here for a sec while I figure this shit out? Somebody rescue my ass. Oh, I'm good now. All right. I had to get rid of my. All right, 84, I don't need you anymore. You can leave. Hey, 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 Enzo. Out here fucking another dog. Enzo! Out here banging another dog, man. There's another dog named Enzo. Enzo! Come here. Got two dogs named Enzo? That's pretty rare. Fuck was I talking about now? Now I'm all fucked up. Oh, look, way off in the distance, man. You know, here's some nice white people walking around with their dog. You know, if I around black people, pit bulls everywhere, man. You guys think this race thing? I'm telling you, man. Man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Enzo, I'm telling you, it's crazy. You know, and one dog starts humping another, no one yells like, "Oh, stop." Is your dog named Enzo? So is mine. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. It's like, who knows you here? Yeah. Yeah, see how casual that was, you know? The black people like, "Yeah, you know, well, yeah, ooh, yeah, yeah." You know, black people like, "Yeah, man, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what kind you are? Yeah, man." She don't really, you know, it's that kind of shit, man. Like, oh fuck, here we go, man. I'm telling you, like Southwest Airlines, man, I'm a little bit angry they're gonna get like assigned seats because that means I don't have any control who the fuck sitting next to me, man. All right, I know the further I get to the front of the airplane, the more they're gonna be old people, which is fine because old people shut the fuck up. But I know that in a Southwest seat, people are gonna look at me and think I'm the problem since I'm black, which is perfectly fine with me. That's when being black comes in handy because no one wants to be around you. And then I just start looking crazy, man. I start looking crazy, and people are like, well, maybe I won't sit by him. You know, the problem is if you see another black person get on, they may be like, okay, here's a brother. I'll sit next to him. I'm like, oh fuck, man, I don't want to sit next to you. You're black. So the key is to take the aisle seat. That way you can get up and go. All right, if you have to. Then you take the window seat. But yeah, yeah, man. You want to talk about profiling? You want to talk about profiling? Take a Southwest flight. You'll be profiling left and right, man. Fucking that. Fat, stinks, hick, ninja. All right, she looks kind of hot, man. Yeah, she looks kind of pretty. I'll sit next to her, man. Yeah, she looks good. Yeah, good looking women, man. Good looking women. Good looking women, man. They're the first ones to get sat next to. I, they're the first ones to get sat next to, man, on the Southwest flight. I'm telling you, that's the most messed up thing there is. You want to know how good looking you are, ladies? Get on a Southwest airplane and see how quickly someone sits next to you. All right. If nobody's sitting next to you, that means you're ugly until they have to. You know, when they have to start filling up the center seats, that's when you know you're ugly. But a pretty girl, man, a pretty girl can sit like all the way in the back by the bathroom, man. There'll be a motherfucker that will walk across all of those seats to sit next to her. All right. But if there's a brother, man, if you're a brother sitting there, the only people that sit next to you, other brothers, are people who are, in the C section. And I get it. I understand. I wouldn't. You be going through the TSA line, you be looking, okay, too many kids. Okay, this is a good line, but you know, this guy looks like this person has too much jewelry. Man, profiling is man, profiling is efficient. Tell me I'm lying, Yeti. Profiling gets the shit done. Forget safety and all. It's how can I keep people away from me in a confined space? Profile the shit out of everybody. It's getting hot, man. Shit, there's a big ass bee. And some of these bees are on steroids, man. They be muscling out, man. You guys like, share, subscribe, man. Cash apps are always welcome. Dollar sign Skywalker 1984 M. Oh, there goes Enzo again. It's rare to find other Enzos. Hello, Enzo. Hey, what are you doing? You're not scaring anybody. I apologize. He's yelling. Wolfpack profiling is the most. I mean, that's your built-in computer, man. You want your software to work in your head, let it work. All right. We all have a virus scanner in our head. Let it let it do its thing. And if it blocks a site by accident, well, you just, hit reload or something, man. But I'd rather the site, I'd rather my software be overbearing than not enough, particularly in this day and age. You got to think about how much in life, man, is just trying to protect your ass. And don't become a business owner. Oh, fuck. Like Wolf, all the shit oh, shit. Man, if I were in a business of like 30 people, I swear to God, my brain would melt down. There has to be a point where you just kind of say, you know what? There's nothing I can do. I can't control. I was looking at this fly with a bunch of Air Force and Navy guys, and I always ask Navy guys about being a ship's captain, like an aircraft carrier. You got 5,000 people on a boat. It's all your responsibility. There's no fucking way in the world I can take into account 5,000. I can barely take account of my ass. 5,000 people under my charge on an aircraft carrier. There has to be days where, like, you know what? I literally, I come to as close. I care only from a government standpoint, but I can't care about everything. It's too much shit. Those guys work like 20 hours a day. Well, I mean, you look at the guy who's, not my supervisor, my supervisor. That sounds really ghetto, supervisor. But the chief pilot, if you will, who's the liaison between the company and manages all the pilots. There's no, I mean, if you get an email from him, you're like, damn, man, what's up? What did I do wrong? You shouldn't know who I am. I mean, he'll send out a group email saying, hey guys, this is what we're trying to do. Can you do this? But if my chief says, hey Bob, I got a question on this flight, I'm like, oh fuck, what the fuck did I do, man? Probably the worst president we've had since I've been born is Barack Obama. Horrible, horrible president. Unbelievably horrible. Guilty of gross malpractice or willful belligerence. Worst president. I was listening to his audiobook when I was had a long drive. I said, let me see what this motherfucker talking about. And he was like, you know something? He said when you are a top of the line politician and you start getting power, he said it's so easy to forget about the regular people. He said you almost kind of have to because you're just around other people who are in power. It's a totally different mindset. And somebody else come up here said, I ought to go through a bad spot. So, but I get it, man. I get it. Just stop thinking about people when you're constantly surrounded. If everyone around you is worth, 50 million, you're not going to think about people who are making, you just can't. I used to ask my dad, I said, Dad, why don't you become like head of the hospital? He said, son, there's no way in the world. He said, no. I said, why not, Pop? I mean, everyone, he said, son, once you start having to manage people, you're going to run into fucking problems. He said, fucking, he said, you're going to run into problems where you have to be, you almost have to be a dick. And this is with professional people. And they keep muscling each out. They know they're on camera, so they keep kind of muscling each other out. So I may be back on a little bit later. I go through these dead spots, man, and it just kind of messes up the whole show. It's just like, no one know what the fuck I'm saying. Okay, guys. All right, I got tails in my. I got. Look at this shit, man. You guys don't care about anything anymore. They just care about Moose up. This is my man. Moose always rides with me hard. All right. Then you see Enzo muscles is way up. I'm about to go through a dead spot, guys. As always, it's always fun to hang out with you guys. Like my online family. You're my online family. I love y'all, man. All right. We play hard. We fight hard. We love hard. We hate hard. It ain't hard. All right. Whatever that means. I'll be seeing y'all shortly. All right. I think CT's coming on a little bit later. I just got a text from him. Um, he's not doing his job. He should be on all the time. Okay. Because I need this shit. So, when you can't buy from your dealer, you got to make your own. That's what I'm doing here. I'll get at you guys. All right. Y'all take it easy. See you tonight, 6:30 Eastern.